The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, a man, man, man. Now you're a man, a mounty, mounty, man, a man, man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it, live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh. Now you're a male. Male, 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 male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man, 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 man. Now you're a male.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Man, hot dog. That couldn't have gone off any better than if I'd have, actually prepared. What's happening, everybody? We have a stacked show. Joining me as always, my buddy Cham again.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a good October. It's almost over. Then the good holidays come with Thanksgiving and everything. So,
we get to eat
Friday. Yeah, I can't wait for Thanksgiving.
Hey, guess what? Well, we're gonna be eating turkey. David, the author Applegate, won't be because he doesn't celebrate that. Haha.
No, not our holiday. Free the turkey.
Yeah, we love some turkey. Yeah. Let's see. What is popping off? Celebrity abuse, more celebrity abuse, holidays, and big corporations. What do we want to start off with?
We'll talk about a little bit of old news. How about we bring up the Black Adam movie? Are y'all gonna go see it? Have you seen it?
I want to see it so bad.
I am hearing good things.
I give it 7 out of 10. There was room for improvement, but all together you could sit down and watch it without having any problems.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man, but 7. Are you sure?
I always wanted more. I never usually give a perfect 10, but
no, I'm not saying give it a 10. I'm just saying I'm just thinking, is it a 7 or an 8?
I'll go 7.5, and the only reason 7.5 is because two characters were just there, like they didn't need them, and they didn't really add to the movie that much.
Yeah. I heard people say that there's a few Marvel moments, where they're advertising the next characters, or the next set. But I've pretty much heard most people are giving them a 7, a few giving them 8. So,
but all together though, it's beating Marvel right now. I will give it that.
Well, duh, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
No, I think no matter how mediocre the story in Black Panther Wakanda Forever is, they're just gonna the stands are just gonna give it that 9, which they already have.
Oh yeah,
it's not out yet, but it's got a 9 out of 10 rating. So it's not out yet. The fix is in.
I also wanted to add: are we going to talk about the whole Twitter?
Of course.
Okay.
That was celebrity. That was topic number 2: celebrity abuse.
Okay.
I'm giving you vague topic outlines first, and then you pick what you want to talk about, and then I go into it.
All right.
Random pick. I didn't have the topic list.
Y'all do a random pick.
We did, dude. I just got home, so there's no topics. I'm just giving you stuff.
Yeah.
So.
No, and I thought you chat posted in private chat. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, pick.
No, I haven't done anything right now.
All right, let's go with one.
All right. Elon Musk has bought Twitter
for $44 billion for a company that's current market capitalization is 12.5, down from
billion.
Now, what did he do?
Billion.
he overpaid for it. I will admit that he overpaid.
Oh God,
yeah.
Well,
when he bid, it was 54. Right?
Yeah.
He bidded and it went up past his bid, so they held out. Then it went down. If they want to hold out for a higher price when the share prices, they'll never peak again. Not under the current the current format.
Well,
they need a lot more functionality.
I do know as soon as he got it, he fired 3 people. And one of them was the one that banned Trump.
Yeah.
Supposedly the Trump's going to be reinstated on Monday.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Actually, it's not just Trump. According to the tech news, Twitter's ending its permanent ban policy. So anybody who's currently banned, their bans have been decreased and they'll time out and be just resumed a normal account.
Well, I do know that they just admitted to shadow banning people on Twitter. You will post stuff and it looks like you have it on there, but nobody sees it.
Yeah, which you can easily tell by clicking the bars on your Twitch feed, and it will show you 0 engagement, 0 engagement, 0 engagement.
Yeah.
That means nobody's seen it.
That's crazy.
People are posting it all. People are doing this on Twitter, the Twitter challenge. See who's shadow banned. They're going through, looking all the because he's unlocked all the engagement.
That's hilarious. Well, then my tweet about The Rock beating somebody up should get some crazy engagement.
Yeah, I heard about this. It's a celebrity non-story, but it's funny anyway.
It is hysterical. Because even The Rock posted, it was like, hey, I didn't actually hit somebody. It's just funny. But hey, guess what?
Yeah, roboting, yeah. But a still of The Rock at the premiere of Black Adam went viral. Super viral, actually. That means viral on multiple platforms. That he actually punched a woman randomly in the face during the crowd.
Yeah.
You know The Rock. He
didn't really punch anybody.
No, what happened is as he was reaching out, some woman grabbed his hand and put it to her face and just stood there, and he just stood there. They had a moment, and then the media went crazy, and then the headlines went crazy. You know?
Did the media go crazy? Because I don't think the media went crazy.
No,
I
mean
think
they went crazy. They took the picture and didn't caption it. They just put the picture out there on Instagram and Twitter with no context.
Here's his post. Despite looking like I'm punching this beautiful girl in the face, she actually grabbed my hand and brought it to her face and held it there. A very tender, loving moment amidst the crazy energy and chaos.
Yeah. But see, when it was first published, it had no caption.
Right. It just looked like he was clobbering somebody.
So somebody thought it was a publicity photo, it was just staged or whatever, but no. There were a few wild accusations for about 10 minutes, and The Rock just said, no, it's nothing, Burger, move on. It just shows you how quick to judge people are. I mean, well, you can tell by a look that she's not been hit.
I know. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but during the premiere, him and Mr. Beast had a rock, paper, scissors contest. And whoever lost had to donate $100,000 to the other person's charity of their choice. The Rock lost. And Mr. Beast says, that's fine, I'm still donating $100,000 too. And they donated to Make-A-Wish Foundation. Did y'all know that? I can't hear you, Seth. Oh, your mic's off.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to do something. I'm listening. Keep talking. Just keep it rolling.
Oh, okay, you're good. Yeah, so Mr. Beast and The Rock, they both donated. So altogether, it's $200,000 to Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I thought was pretty cool. I am curious what The Rock made on that. Let me see here. David? Can you hear me, David?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
How much do you think he made?
I think I'm going to lowball it, say a couple of million.
I don't know because he's in right now. I guess it's not saying, so I'm curious if they're doing it by sales, how much it comes in.
Yeah, I think his upfront was low and he's taken a big chunk of the back end.
Yeah. I know that's how Black Widow did hers, and she got mad because they put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but he knows exactly how long it's got before it goes on HBO.
Yeah.
And he has always said he wanted to make this a profitable project. So the upfront was probably low to maximize their marketing, to maximize their return. See, the more you take at the start, the less you have for marketing and CGI.
Yeah.
And this has been through the CGI mill twice, so...
Honestly, I will say... I think Marvel does better. I think Marvel does better CGI, though. Even though I like DC...
Yeah.
DC does a more of a darker CGI usually. It's usually at night or it's really. I'm going to
say who does what better. Marvel definitely does CGI better most of the time. You can see that in Wakanda. Now, it may be a conspiracy theory, but you notice with the Wakanda movies and the Avengers movies, the CGI is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're picking which movies to put out at a higher quality.
Oh yeah, they are.
But DC does better stories.
I will give it DC. Which Marvel used to do the better stories. The first couple Iron Mans were good. Were great. Ghost Rider. Wait, did Marvel do Ghost Rider? No, they haven't done Ghost Rider yet, have they?
No, Ghost Rider and Daredevil were outside productions. That's why they've been dropped.
All right. I don't watch She-Hulk at all. I know this from information.
Which She-Hulk?
But did y'all see the Hulk's son and that haircut he had?
Yeah, that was.
Ooh.
That means you're gay.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna throw the Hulk's son in there without having a backstory?
I don't know. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water.
But he and She-Hulk shared a little bit more than just blood.
But what aggravated me is it's Scar, I think's the son's name. But going by that universe, that means Hulk's son was made on a different planet by an alien. The only other planet he went to that I know of was the whole Ragnarok movie. The Collector had him.
Yeah. Now, I thought they were going to do more of Planet Hulk, to be honest. They should have. They should have done that. They could have had a trilogy out of that easily.
Oh yeah.
Planet Hulk, Rage of the Hulk, Hulk Returns, President Hulk. This is the problem. They have too many choices. They can't. We even heard from the Kevin himself. Hi, Lisco. Nice to see you. Now, Kev said, the big man himself said he wasn't going to focus on too many characters, right, outside of the Avengers.
Yeah.
So they get 3 movies. But with the Hulk, you're going to have 3 movies, no worries. I think they didn't want to break their own internal rules. That if they used Mark Ruffalo for 3 as a main character, they couldn't use him as a background character in future movies going forward. They wanted to keep Mark employed because outside of Marvel, nobody wants to hire him. Nobody wants Mark Ruffalo. Nobody's ever wanted Mark Ruffalo. Other than Mark Ruffalo. But name a Mark Ruffalo movie.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of movies, but nobody can name them. I don't even, and what's Mark Ruffalo's claim to fame? Oh, I'm an eco warrior in his XJ Jag. His V12 supercharged petrol engine.
So I don't understand this. The Rock, if you go and look at the reviews,
yeah,
they're horrible about it. And usually movies, I guess it wasn't woke enough.
Oh no, that's the thing. They expected The Rock to be uber woke and white man badge,
What's up, Mom?
Hey.
Yeah. I said hi to Seth's Mom.
Oh. Had to go get an antacid. We had a lot of pizza for dinner. I'm just like, ugh.
Oof.
Yeah. What you guys up to? What are you doing?
I'm looking at reviews of Black Adam.
It's saying
They
the
don't
critics
like
are
it.
slamming. They're slamming it.
I really want to see it.
No, I mean it was good. Like it wasn't bad, but you look at these reviews, they're like horrible. They make the movie sound horrible.
Yeah. I've seen see, the problem is with critics is they like musicals, big dance numbers, Gone with the Wind, you know.
I just thought it was. I think it's just because they don't
La
like
La Land.
woke.
Yeah. They like these art house project films that nobody likes.
A lot of people said that's the reason why it's so like hard to follow. There's just nothing, going on. It's so all over the place. There's no direction.
Well, they probably you could tell there's a little bit there was some parts cut out and they should have been in there to help explain it.
Well, apparently originally it was given an XR rating. Then they redid the CGI, got an R rating, so they cut it to a PG, but they ran out of time to do the edits, which they should have done. But they should never have made it gory. They would have.
The Rock is funny. I can't see him as a serious bad guy. They've altered Black Adam to where he's not a bad guy. He's just an anti-villain because they can't have The Rock being a bad guy.
Yeah.
And see, the Black Adam was a villain. He fought Superman. He was a Shazam villain. And so they changed it all up, and it is what it is, I guess.
My thing is, I mean, I know in the comic books he kind of flip-flops. Sometimes he was a villain, sometimes he was a hero, sometimes he was in between. I like movies that have something to do with the Egypt stuff in it. Like I love the Mummy movies, and you get a little bit of feel of that. So this would be his third Mummies movie. Well, Egypt movie. So I'm curious if that's a trend he's going with.
Well, see, Hollywood doesn't want to turn The Rock into a bad guy.
Yes. Well, he has in his contract, too. He can't lose a fight.
Right. Well, yeah, even though Vin Diesel whooped the snot out of him.
Yeah.
In Fast 5.
Uh-huh.
The Rock got really pissed at that. He refuses to go back to the Fast.
I hope he doesn't.
Franchise.
I hope he doesn't. I am Team Vin Diesel on this one.
Yeah. Vin Diesel's the star, man. Your Rock is a side character. Don't think you're the. I don't like it when a lead actor walks into another franchise and expects to be the lead actor.
Well, see, all right. Here's the argument. Vin Diesel wants to do 10 Fast and Furious movies because that's what Paul Walker wanted to do. That's just what he did. That's what he wanted. So Vin Diesel wants to carry out Paul Walker's wishes. The Rock wants to milk it for all it's worth and get squeeze every bit out of it, even if we're doing Fast and Furious 35.
Yeah, he wanted to do but he also wanted to do his spin-offs. That spin-off failed.
No, man. I mean, Hobbs and Shaw was all right, but whatever.
No, but still, technically it failed. It didn't fail as a movie. It just failed because they tried to kick off a secondary franchise to a primary franchise,
right?
And it didn't get the audience.
I just want to take a quick,
just not the audience.
I want to take a quick commercial break to show you this funny meme. Chief Twit, let that bust a bonus sink.
For
I just thought
Japal
good
to
like
cry
that.
into.
Yeah.
For
Well,
Japal's tears.
he's the head of Twitter. Let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
Mwah,
So anyway.
mwah.
So when when the news broke about him buying it, I was in the metaverse in a debate room, and I will tell you right now, the left side hates him now.
Oh yeah.
They absolutely, and I'm like, y'all drive his cars. Like, I don't like Bill Gates, but I still have a Windows computer.
Oh yeah.
So like,
So anyway, I just started firing.
Yeah.
but like,
That was wonderful.
they couldn't even think of something they hated. They just made fun of the way he looked.
Don't they support African Americans getting ahead?
Well, someone brought that up, and he goes, "He's probably the one making the blood, getting them to make the blood diamonds." That's a good meme. I like that meme.
Yeah. Funny thing. I mean, his memes are everywhere right now. So that's just glorious. But
notice they're opening up investigations into him now.
yeah, he's gonna be public enemy #1 for everything right now.
As soon as Trump gets on too, they'll be trying to take stuff to court. The politicians are trying to make it to where the government can censor what's on platforms. Now.
Yeah, they want to take away their immunity, which they gave them in the first place, and then wouldn't let Trump take it away. Yeah, Nina Djokovic has got her hands rubbing together. Oh, Ministry of Truth is coming back.
Oh man,
Hold on.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. Where'd everybody go?
I didn't mean to hit the mic. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what the heck? We need some more people in here. Where's everybody at?
I don't know. I don't know where Leif is. I don't know where. Did Prime get the link?
Yes, I did end up sending out an email. I'm tired.
So, what are you going to dress up for Halloween, Seth?
A fat boy.
Fat boy?
Yep.
Do they celebrate Halloween in Australia, David?
Kind of. We have the
they
stores
they celebrate Ween Hollow. They're upside down and backwards.
That's right. Nah, not really. We have the stores pushing Halloween candy and all these things, and you have the TV advertising and the movies. You know what gets me? It's October.
What?
Where's Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
The celebration of beers and... Hi, says Mum.
I'm going to stop the mic just for a second.
You're going to do what?
Beer and barmaids.
I got to stop the mic for a second.
Okay. Lepusaner. Where's old Anus? He said he might pop in. He's not sure. He's got a really bad headache. I told him to rub some Vagisil on it. He'll be all right. I don't know about anybody else.
That I can think of.
Yeah, I got nothing
thought about
Elon with Twitter. I've got nothing against X Finance to compete with PayPal. It's just he's got such an uphill battle because PayPal is so integrated with everybody and everything that he can't. I've seen other payment processors come and go.
Hey, Tim Pool's really trying to get banned.
Yeah, what's he done this time?
What's he done?
Well, I've got it here, but if I say it, I'm probably gonna get kicked off YouTube.
Oh, definitely.
Blank can't get pregnant. Blank can get pregnant. Blank can get pregnant. Blank can get pregnant.
Oh. I think he's
Tim
testing the waters.
Tim Pool is testing the waters.
It's a new ocean out there now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just testing the water, see what we can get by.
It's still the same old ocean here on YouTube, so
yes,
we got to be super careful.
Ocean? Don't you mean sewer?
Who would you like to see buy YouTube?
Oh God, Elon Musk.
Now, according to Forbes, if anybody was to buy YouTube, it would go broke because it's only surviving because of the ads that Google put on it.
Yeah, but they only
they subsidize it to the tune of $1 billion.
Well, see, the only thing I can say about the ads is YouTube only allows certain ads to go through.
And some of them are such garbage. Some of them are obvious scams.
Yeah, that right there. That would be amazing. It would be the best.
That would be hysterical.
It would be huge. It'd be huge. It'd be glorious.
Huge.
Huge. But yeah, nobody can compete with YouTube because YouTube's subsidized. If YouTube wasn't subsidized to the tune of $1 billion by a mega corporation,
it's you can't beat YouTube because they've been in the game too long.
No, yes, you can. You can beat YouTube if it wasn't subsidized because most of its advertising is subsidized by Google.
You have to have something a lot better, though.
Not necessarily.
Well, see, everybody used to have a MySpace. That was the thing to have. And
then Facebook everybody had a YouTube, and now people have Twitch and
but they're just staying with them. See, Facebook started out just for adults,
no,
it was just for Harvard
young adults. It was a YA platform.
Yeah, but then it exploded, and everybody's like, I'm tired of all the restrictions with Facebook, MySpace. I'm going to Facebook.
And now everybody's leaving Facebook because of all the restrictions.
Yep. MySpace should come back out. People might get to it if they throw all them restrictions out.
Justin Timberlake bought it.
Did he?
MySpace still exists.
Oh,
it's a lot of music promotion right now.
It's a music launch. They call it a music launch platform where you can follow new artists.
Oh. They're not doing a good job of advertising.
No, they got no money. That's the problem. Where they're going to advertise? They've got no alternatives. It's like if Ye bought Parler, which he won't because Parler won't sell to Ye.
Ye. Who uses Parler?
The Parler Echo Chamber.
Dude, that platform sucked.
You never find anything.
Google. I think my mom said Google. Search engine won't let my boss's shooting bench be advertised because of a gun pictured in the trade name.
Oof.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, the problem with everybody thinks Google's too big to fail. No, it's just propped up.
Well, see, Google
Google's failed in so many projects now.
It has, but it's got people brainwashed. And the only reason why I say brainwashed is because people don't even say search engine no more. They just say Google it.
Yeah.
And that's what the cause is why everybody uses Google, because it's like when you want to know something, that's the first thing you think of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's how fake news spreads, because they let Google tell you what they believe.
Yeah.
So,
but I will say, I think if you look at the spectrum of what's going on right now, I think the pendulum is starting to shift our way.
oh
in my
yeah.
personal opinion.
It feels like it's lining up that way.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
I may be wrong. Nobody hold me against it, but it feels like it just swung too far one way, and now it's coming back.
But, yeah, social media rise. At the peak of social media, you had Google Hangouts, YouTube, and Facebook, Twitter, and Yahoo. Yahoo's dead. There's
Does anybody
nothing
use
on
Yahoo anymore?
No, I think Yahoo's groups are shut down, chat has shut down.
They still have Yahoo News.
Yeah, I think I don't think even people use Yahoo email anymore. YouTube, Facebook, they're in their own little space now. Twitter is on our side. You got Parler, Gab, BitChute, Odyssey. Probably there's about 30 platforms now. Now it's going to be like streaming services, these platforms are going to grow, get to a certain point, and I think you're going to start to see them merge.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot Truth Social. But I don't see Truth Social lasting past the Trump phenomenon.
All right,
I've got it. We have a men's room Truth Social account, but it's not. I don't really use it.
It's So I do want to jump onto.
I forgot Instagram.
Topic. What do y'all think about what happened with Nancy Pelosi's husband?
What?
Now, wasn't a month ago?
No,
yeah, you don't.
He got his
Tommy. Huh?
He got beat up in his house.
No way.
Yes, it's all over the news.
When did that happen?
Someone broke in their house and
12 hours ago.
12 hours ago, and hit him in the head with a hammer and everything. They caught the perpetrator. There's drone footage of their house and everything now.
Now, the thing is, they passed a bill to give themselves $10,000 in security. The Pelosi's have up a big wall. They showed the Pelosi's house not long ago with the big wall and security guards, and asking the question, where's the money going and how did he get past security?
Do you guys know what time this happened?
It was earlier today. Pelosi wasn't even there. She was on vacation or something.
No, she had to return to DC for the vote on the Ukraine third Ukraine package this month.
Yeah, he was attacked with a hammer.
Tim Pool broke the story at 5 a.m. So it happened really early in the morning in San Francisco.
But crime ain't right.
2:30 in the morning. The guy's a member of a nudist colony.
So, not a right-wing extremist. So not a right-wing extremist. So what did he hit him with? His hammer. Yeah.
Oh, Biden's claiming that it's because of right wingers that Nancy Pelosi's husband got beat up.
Of course.
Oh, right wing extremist is the word he used.
Who cares what he has to say?
That's why they won't release the. Some are saying it's a rent a friend.
Where's Jesse Smollett and his
Jesse Smollett, friends? Yeah, Jesse Smollett.
All right, so White House Grandpa. White House Grandpa posted.
Yeah, we all know it was a liberal hippie who who entered the home. He was obviously a friend of Paul or his son. Couldn't get in otherwise. Have you seen the Pelosi mansion? Seen the wall around it? Wall's a racist, remember?
For all we know, it was a guy from Wakanda.
Oh, of course. Of course. Diversity.
Maybe he got mad that she
White House Grandpa has been talking about this all day, apparently. I haven't seen anything.
So White House Grandpa...
Ago, this morning, it's going to be a wonderful day.
Yeah. Speaking of White House Grandpa, he said that when he got into office, the fuel was $5.
No, this is different. This is a different White House Grandpa.
Different one.
This is go to Twitter and look at.
A Twitter bot. I thought you meant the
no
pretender in chief.
This dude's pretty good. He told me that Queen Elizabeth. He posted Queen Elizabeth was dead an hour before social media got it. Yeah, he's something to watch. Let's see. Pay attention to every detail, double meaning, look around, stay vigilant. People in Washington State will notice nighttime special operation helicopter flights tonight and tomorrow night. He used a hammer, but did he hit the nail on the head?
Who got nailed? They're probably arguing over.
I'll find a video to show y'all something.
Yeah, they're probably arguing over kale. You eat it. No, you eat it.
You're going to see Fancy Nancy in total freakout mode. What was taken from the home by the hammer-wielding intruder? Laptops, phones appear to be the downfall of the deep state agenda.
So, according to some YouTubers over in Cyprus, the two guys who went into Nancy's office were from Ukraine.
White House Grandpa says 2 hammers it staged. There was 1 hammer involved. Everyone assumes 2 over verbiage, just making a point about reacting. Police said they were both holding a hammer. Suspect pulled it away from Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it. 1 hammer. Interesting. Yeah, here he is. That's the Twitter account. Right. WH Grandpa. He posted a lot of really good stuff, like super early. Ooh, trending, died suddenly. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. They talked about the athlete. So, there was a newscaster as well who died suddenly on the air too. It's getting bad.
Hey, where Nancy Pelosi's husband does the stock market, So this is what I posted on the private chat. You'll have to watch it.
Oh, all right.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh gosh.
Just make it a hammer.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's great. It's been a long day.
So my wife wants to buy. Well, I can't say it on air. It can get our channel blocked. I'll tell y'all after the show.
Just put it in the private chat.
I'll just wait till after the show. It's fine.
No, put it in the private chat now, because now I want to know.
All right. I'll put it. I'll Google search it and put the link in there so y'all can. It's a
Dude,
picture.
just type the name of it.
Don't make him send a hammer wielding rent-a-friend over to your house.
Oh yeah, just type the name.
Do it.
Come on, Tommy. Just type it. Type it.
It's better if you see it.
Dude, I don't care, man. Just type it.
I got it up here. I'm going to share you the link.
All right. Show us the link.
So y'all can both see it, and you can see if you want. My wife wants to put the sticker on her cars. There's 2 of them.
Oh, Biden loves minors. Yeah.
We know that.
That's old.
Oh, the best one. She's getting another one that says LGBTQ. Let's get Biden to quit.
That's old.
I still think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Hold on.
So, what do you think?
No, that wasn't it.
So, what do you think?
There's this thing where Steve Harvey yells out, "Dildo!" That's what I thought you were going to say.
Well, so I think copyright alert.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous.
So, David, what's the name of your book?
The first one is The Boyhood of Cade. The second one is Power Games. And the third one is Into the Elves Mound.
Okay. Into the Elves Mount. Somebody was mentioning that in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about it when I was on my Oculus.
Wow.
Because Seth told me, I think a couple weeks ago, that name, and I was like, I've heard that
Sounds
name
familiar.
before.
Yeah, that's my book.
Because they said it was an author from, first they said England, and then they said maybe it's Australia.
Yeah. I get that a lot, actually. People saying, yeah, sound like you're sort of from Southern England. Well, that's cool. Somebody actually read it. I know a lot of people bought it originally when it first came out. It's just everybody's sales have slumped off in the last 6 months. So what do you think about the news that Mark Zuckerberg, not only has he lost huge share value, the price of his profits are halved from this time last year. Jeff Bezos just lost billions of dollars, both in share value and profits.
Okay, I'll say it's. I don't like Mike Zuckerberg, and I don't like him at all. But I will say he may. I'm really into VR now, and he's made VR popular. So I gotta give him props for that. But he's getting a loss from it because he's doing what he wants, not what the consumer wants.
Yeah, he wants to monetize stuff that people don't care about. VR, you can't monetize VR chat. You float it with ads, people will either block it or leave.
Yeah.
He's got to keep the main platform free and ad free.
Well, he makes it. He wants to be in control of all of it. Like when
I know he won't allow development. He shut down other developers. It's getting crazy.
And see, there's one called the Pico headset, and it looks just like the Oculus almost, but it does the same functions, but it's cheaper, and it's a little bit lighter too. And people are starting to buy that instead of the Oculus because the new Oculus is $1,500.
Yeah, he didn't make Metaverse popular. He bought it when it was reaching its peak of popularity.
Yes.
And the problem is he added nothing to it to continue the trend.
Well, he created what was called Horizon. It was his attempt at trying to make true have y'all seen Ready Player One?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, he was trying to make that, and he spent $11 billion making it, and nobody gets on it because it sucks. Your character you play doesn't have legs. Nobody that played, like if you see somebody they don't have legs, there's nothing fun to do. And then a game that only costs $1 million to make is everybody's on. So
people are saying with not just with Oculus, but everything Mark Zuckerberg touches turns into some money laundering scheme. I'm not saying that is my opinion. I'm just saying that there's a huge concern that lots of money goes in, very poor products come out, and Mark and a lot of his friends collect huge executive salaries without any targets reached, or any reasonable targets reached. There's no target. There's no profitability. There's no user growth, and yet they pay themselves huge bonuses.
Well, see it. They're wanting the VR to become like the cell phone. Everybody has to have a cell phone nowadays. They want to make it to where everybody has to have a VR headset. But see, the Oculus is kind of closed into itself. Like you can hook it up to your computer and get Steam and get all the other games. But Apple's coming out with one now.
PlayStation has one. Sony and Nintendo had one. I don't know if they're bringing them back.
They have one for the PlayStation 4, and they may have already came out, but they're coming out with a PlayStation 5 version of the VR headset.
Yeah, but the 5 isn't meaning its targets.
Yeah, but the only thing got going good for the Oculus now, if you can stream your Xbox games onto your headset, but the bad part is you're looking at it through a screen, like it's flat. It's not meant for you to play virtual reality style. So you're just staring at a screen in the Oculus.
And see, everybody's saying, but the metaverse, right? There are some metaverses out there where their user base is so low, it's scary. Like 38 people. And they're making fun of it on YouTube. But there are there are rooms where there's millions of people. They're just not on they're not on Meta. They're, there's Steam products out there where they're getting millions of users, but their peak simultaneous is, maybe 100,000, but it's still and I just don't get how anybody could think calling yourself Meta instantly puts you in charge of the metaverse. There's something severely wrong with Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, there really is. I mean, I've got nothing against the concept of the metaverse. People like it. People have fun. And at the end of the day, if the product is I think getting further away from people's reach, why would I spend $1,000 on my computer, $1,000 on VR when I've just got my phone and I'll play my phone games?
Well, I will show you this. Are either of y'all into retro games?
Not really.
All right, well, check this video out and just tell me if it doesn't make you feel like a kid again. This is in VR, and I think it's absolutely amazing. The first minute, so it looks like you're in a room.
Yeah.
And you'll see all these games, but you can actually grab the games, put them in the console, and play the whole game. And you got all the consoles in your room. Anything from Nintendo to any of them. All the way up to PlayStation 2. You can play PlayStation 2 games. Now, you can play PlayStation 4 games, but you have to know someone that knows how to put it in there. I think it's a mod for the game. But you even have the same controllers as...
Yeah. All I'm saying is there's still a lot of people who say it's an extra layer of money to do the same thing you could do on your phone, because you could get retro gaming from Atari and other companies, even some of the Orion Games and all those. Orion
this is the feel. This is you feeling like a kid going to your room, looking at a tube TV, and plugging.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for people who can't afford a computer, there's no way they're going to care about VR. And right now, 3/4 of the planet can't afford a computer.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't afford a phone.
They need to start learning. Like, you know how the cell phone was really expensive and it started getting cheaper and cheaper? That's what
the computer was.
Yeah.
But they need to do it with the computer and VR together. Otherwise, VR will be left behind.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the one beauty thing about Oculus is you don't have to have a computer to play it. Yeah. It's all built in, but they just need to learn how to lower the price to like a baseline of $100.
They need to. If they want to make money off advertising, they can't sell you the product to access it. It's like Elon Musk. They were one of the things that turned millions of people away from Twitter was Twitter Blue. Who wants to spend $2.99 for a blue check mark?
Yeah,
that used to be free.
Oh yeah,
and it didn't even come with the perk of increase. See, somebody said the algorithm shares your content to 7%. I think it's more like 0.7%. it scales. The more followers you get, the more garbage you get off other people, but the less they see of your content. Why would I buy a blue check mark if that was the case?
Yeah.
Guys, I am.
So, Seth, about the video I sent you, what did you think about the...
I mean, that's cool and all, but I would rather just go out and get the actual thing.
I understand that.
Out of all the old retro gaming consoles, I really wish that I still had my N64.
Yeah, that's the one that had the middle joystick, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the only game I had for that was Mario and a Star Wars game.
They ported two of the N64 games to the PC, but I don't think they've ported anything else. Because because I think Nintendo bought back the rights. I think on that, so I think that stopped, which is a shame because but you buy Twitch and get them. But
Well,
I think
there used to be an attachment for Nintendo that
for the stick.
you could put the thing in, you set it right on top, and then you push the game on top, and it took the game and put it on a floppy disk. And you can play it on your computer then.
There's an N64 for sale in Roanoke for $70.
That ain't bad.
Comes with cords. Ooh. Power cord is original. TV cable is not.
Tech Exchange?
No, it's a person. But it's just the console. It's not. There's no games. There's no controllers. That's still not bad though, because everywhere else I've seen them's over $100.
It was funny. I was remodeling the bathroom here, and I was cleaning out the air vent where debris got in there, and I found my wife's brother. He was a big gamer, and I found his golden Zelda game.
For real?
Yeah, I swear to you. And
What'd you do with it?
I gave it back to him. I couldn't.
Okay.
I would have felt guilty if I kept it.
I feel you.
I wanted to, but
gosh, do you know so many good so many good wrestling games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There are communities.
I will say the wrestling games were good, but the card games and Nintendo 64, I just could not get into. The graphics were just so bad.
Oh yeah.
Like they were ignore graphics.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. Did y'all have any Game Boys?
I had a Game Boy Color and the original black and white Game Boy. The funny part is I never played the Pokemon games.
Yeah, that's weird. I had the I had the Donkey Kong, I think. Was the only I had games, but most of them weren't brand names, because you get what you get when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
I did have a PlayStation Portable, the original with just one joystick.
I liked the PSP.
The original or the one with the two joysticks? I like the one with the two joysticks. But
I had the two.
Okay. I bought the Family Guy game with it.
Dude, all right. So when I was a kid, there was this game that my cousin had, and I loved I love playing it. It was so much fun, but I never knew like
The name.
I don't remember the name of it. I didn't remember the name of it. I just happened to run across it, and it's it's called Blast Corps. It's about blowing stuff up. But the only problem is the game that's here has got the box and everything for the game.
Yeah.
But the person put their name on the box.
Oh.
Like
See,
right across the middle. What looks like a Sharpie.
Oof.
My game like that, and I found out the name of it finally. It was a game called Guns. Did y'all ever play it?
It sounds familiar.
It was a Western game, and it was for the PlayStation 1. It had a skull with 2 revolvers on either side of it. That was the logo. I played it and I loved it, and I could never find it, so I YouTubed how the game ended. Just so I know how the game actually ended, because it was actually a good storyline and everything.
Dude. Oh, it's just the boxes. I was hoping for the actual game.
David, what's your favorite game of all time?
Command and Conquer.
Played it.
It was PC RTS, and I played it over and over again to the point I was winning on the hardest difficulty, smashing everything. And then they brought out Red Alert. I thought, wow, got little airplanes, played the Russians, beat the crap out of everybody. No mercy.
So,
but then they just dropped. They just couldn't come out with. It's like most RTSs, you know. There's only so much you could do with it.
Yeah.
Do you, Tommy? When you had an N64, right?
Yes.
All right. Did you have like any different controllers?
No, I didn't know they had different controllers.
I had a Superpad controller.
Ooh.
Dude, it was the coolest. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah.
Because it was so weird. Controller, here it is. It was so weird. It was freaking fat. It was so nice to hold on to.
I had the see-through purple controller.
Me too.
Did you really?
Yes, dude.
It didn't match my console. Oh, it didn't have the sides.
Yeah, but it was so nice to grab a hold of. I mean, like, dude, it was, and like, I wish I could find one that shows like how thick it was. Yeah, dude, this thing was so it became my favorite controller.
Oh, there's the back side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a different controller like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the purple one I had.
Yeah, see, I had one like that too. And see, all right, so when you bought the N64, if you bought this one, you got 2 controllers. Because it came with this one and the gray one.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, then I bought somebody bought me a Superpad, I think, for my birthday. And like, as soon as I got that one, everything else went away. I mean, like, I still kept them, but I barely ever played with them because it was so. Once you played with this, it became uncomfortable to play with anything else.
I feel like the controllers lasted longer back then than they do now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Because like,
they do, but they don't. I mean, well, I don't know. I can't say that they don't. They do, but I beat the crap out of some controllers.
Oh, I did too. But like, I hate like if I was to get on my Xbox now, and then you get the controllers don't work just right anymore. Like it fades real fast. They don't feel the same. Unless you get one of the elite controllers. But I'm not spending $300 on a controller. Like I just can't do it. I'll just get the $59 controller. But
Yeah,
my Nintendo 64 went through hell and back, and it's still. I guarantee if I hooked it up now, it'd still be playing the same.
do you still have one?
No. That thing, that got sold, I think, at a yard sale.
Man, now I really, oh gosh, now I want to get an N64 and just play.
Well, what if you got a Nintendo 64? What game would you play first?
Oh man, I would like to do GoldenEye, but I think probably WCW NWO Revenge.
Did you ever finish GoldenEye?
Yeah.
I never finished it.
Oh, dude, I got to where I could do it. I could play the whole game in like 2 hours.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, I could fly right through it. Now, I mean, that was with cheat codes enabled, but like I got to the point where a couple hours I could beat the game with no cheat codes.
See, the wildest thing is I never used a cheat code until I was 16, and I was working at Kroger's, and I was just looking through the magazine because the store was dead, and it was a gaming magazine that had all the cheat codes in it. So I took that book, went upstairs, and made copies.
Was it Cheat CC?
Yes.
Dude, yeah. I used to love those magazines.
I copied it because I didn't want to buy the book. So I just took the Grand Theft Auto page and just kept copying it over.
That's freaking hilarious.
I played Carmageddon. You wussies with your GTA. I played the real thing.
I played that one time.
Banned
that was
games,
such a difficult
Banned games. Oh, yeah. The first GTA was awful.
They were awful, but they're not awful like nowadays. Like,
no,
what I mean by that, if a game was bad, it was still playable to some extent. But now you'll get games that you buy and you regret it within the first 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, but they fixed GTA. That was why it survived. Whereas Carmageddon and all those others. Although a game actually making the rounds now is Postal. You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Well, I think it was only on PC, so... But Postal, you play white trash, going around shooting everything. And there are YouTubes on Postal that are monetized even. They have people killing Bin Laden, beating women with a knight's, police baton, dressing up as the police and robbing the laundromat.
Do you guys have any Game Boy game, or Tommy? Do you have any Game Boy games?
Not no more, nah.
I found my Super Game Boy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and so I can plug it in to I can plug it into Super Nintendo and play Game Boy games.
Do you got any Nintendo games?
I've got one. I got Ghostbusters.
Now where you when you go to get games or any technology stuff like that, where do you go to get yours?
Most of the time vintage. There's a place in Roanoke called Game Junkies.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of old school stuff.
I go to Tech Exchange.
I would go there too.
Have you
I just
been there
haven't.
yet?
I've been there a couple times. That's where I bought my second monitor from. Oh, are you running your second monitor?
Yes.
How do you like
Oh,
it?
did I ever send you the picture of it?
No.
Oh, hold on. I got you.
How do you like it?
I'm enjoying it.
I told you. I told you second screening would be wonderful.
Let me see here.
It is a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a Game Boy Pocket. I'd like to have a Game Boy Pocket. So there's a mod I found that you can take a Game Boy Color and buy a new screen for it, and it's a backlit screen to where you don't have to run any lights.
Well, did you know if you got the Game Boy Color and you put in a game that's black and white for the original Game Boy, it automatically tries to put color in, and you can change the color as you go?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's it's one of the select buttons or something. You push it, and it'll change to any color you want.
Changes the color palettes, yeah. Cycles the color palettes.
But there's a trend on YouTube I've seen, and I don't know who could do it, but they take your Game Boy apart, they put the new screen in, and it's like all you do is just you have to put in a new screen.
Is it? See, I'm trying to remember if the Game Boy. Because I know the regular Game Boy, everything was soldered, but I don't know if the Game Boy Color, if it's plug and play, or if it's soldered too. Because if it's not soldered, I can do it. I'm just not the best with soldering. Like I have some luck with it, and I have bad luck with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Game Boy Color mod. No trimming or soldering.
Oh, so that's a plug and play.
IPS LCD screen. I think this is it. The one I saw the other night. It seems like a very delicate process, though. Who's listening to Scooby Doo?
I think. Hold on.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
I kept hearing, "That's a Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo." I'm like, what in the world are you watching?
She was watching TikTok. Did you get my pictures?
Which one?
I sent in text.
Oh, let me look.
I'm curious if I should go with the first one or second one style.
Where did you send pictures?
To your phone? To your text?
No, I didn't get it yet. But I gotta run.
You gotta run a splitter if you're gonna add another screen, ain't you?
Yeah. I gotta run in to help my wife out real quick. I gotta put some water in the humidifier. The kids are asleep. I'll be right back.
So, David, what kind of setup you got? Do you got dual screen? You work on a laptop or gaming computer?
My computer was dual screen, but she's dead. The CPU hit 54 degrees. I don't know what happened. It was running fine, and then the fan just started getting faster and faster and faster, and then it hit max, and I shut it down. But for some reason, I get back in, and it's all the alerts, the temperature history, it's spiked, and the chips never. I got it replaced once, but it's something wrong now with the motherboard. They missed it when they worked on it last time. That the power regulator. See, the power regulator cuts the spikes, right? But if the spike is too high coming in, it can only cut it so much. So I needed to that was a just unfortunate turn of events. But the computer was out of warranty on the second time it happened. So I'm on a cheap laptop now, and I can't even access my old hard drive.
Oh hell!
I don't have an interface for it. Got to buy a special interface.
Yeah,
because it's one of those. It's not a standard slot. It's a fast slot, whatever it's called. But it doesn't use the standard universal interface, so I can't just take it out and put it in. Got to get a different one to access it. But nothing really. Most of my games won't run on the laptop anyway. But I had Warhammer, Space Marine, I like the Space Marine game. I thought it was pretty challenging at times, but a little repetitive in the middle. Do the same run and jump with the chainsaw. But all shooters get like that, Same with the Command and Conquer, After mission 10, everything's the same, Conquer.
Have you seen how expensive these graphic cards can get?
Absolutely, and it's ridiculous how much some of them are. So, to buy the 7800 GTX with dual fans and dual graphics chips is like $1,300 US.
The graphics cards can go all the way up. The most expensive graphic card is $29,000.
Yeah, I saw that, and it's like, what the heck? Who's running that? Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm sitting here like, what possible could that do that another one can't?
Well, I saw it, and it's like they maxed out the memory. It's got all gold, gold connectors, it's got the cable connectors are all gold. It's dual screen. Sorry, not dual screen. It's dual screen. It's got 4 connectors.
Yeah.
It's got maxed out memory. It's got it's basically huge double processing, huge banks of memory, huge. I forget what it's called. It's a low temperature superconductor. It's got a heat sink. It's not a heat sink. It's a superconductor. So it actually literally takes all the heat straight away. Whereas a heat sink just heats up. It just heats up. Whereas this actually moves the heat to the fan. It's got everything, it's better than your PC.
Yeah.
But have you seen some of the PC motherboards, though?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Chunky. Memory banks like this, huge chunks. Yeah. And you got heatsink blocks like this sitting on top of the chip.
Hey, what do you see my as my screen, my image?
Ben's room shield.
Yeah.
Oh, because on the actual stream it shows a white circle.
Again, man, glitching.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right.
I don't understand why it's doing that.
I don't know, but the delay is so ridiculous that I've gotta like sit here for an hour. Yeah, it's not there on the stream.
Why is mine working now?
I don't know. That's so weird.
Try to change yours to mine and see if it does it.
All right.
You got green screen on. You got green
Who
screen
do I?
on? No, you can't have green screen in some different
Oh,
account.
yeah, see, it works for mine.
That's craziness.
Now try to change it back and see if it doesn't.
Hold up. I'm going to do something different.
Then we've got virtual background or something. Just like I think.
There it
See,
goes.
now it works. Huh. Must have been a glitch in the system.
Yeah, it's got a glitch, all right.
Well, that's weird. It
Not much
doesn't
of a-
show. It doesn't show that you can delete. It doesn't give you the option.
Oh.
Oh well.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to hide it, which is
Well, to
weird.
delete your one. But anyway, what are y'all talking about? I hear you say something about motherboard or something.
Well, I was talking about
Yeah,
the graphics cards. They have some that go to $29,000.
And they have grabbed motherboards that go way past that with big chunks of memory on it, and they've maxed out a. Well, I was just going to check fastest PC.
Yeah. All right. So
the Core i9. Yeah.
Yeah.
24 gigabyte. 24.
I don't know what
Most
that
people
means.
are sitting at. Well, most people are sitting. That's how many 24 billion processors per second. Most of us are sitting at like 3. Some are sitting at 7. I think a lot of your consoles run at 1.2, although they can overclock to 3. But God, couldn't imagine running 24. Your games would just be so smooth. Because it could error trap everything. Just error trap everything. No glitching. No clips. What do you mean I can't no clip?
All right, so Tommy, did you see the video I sent you?
Would you send it to me?
It's just now. It's in the private chat.
No.
That's about how to do the backlight screen. Change your backlight screen on a Game Boy Color. You go in, you got to replace the screen. It shows him taking it apart, pulling the electronics out, and like how he takes the screen out, like does the clip and pulls the ribbon.
Oh yeah, it's just plug and play. There ain't nothing to it.
That's just so crazy.
Yeah, you just gotta have your tweezers and the right screwdrivers, which I got them. I'm gonna send you something, and this is my dream PC. It's more than a PC, but it's massive.
Yeah.
Every console box, the big O.
Yeah, it's got
Origin.
everything. It's got the Xbox, it's got PlayStation, it's got the Switch. It's all built into one.
Dang.
And a gaming PC. Could you imagine having that?
That's pretty dope.
Couldn't imagine spending $6,000 on a processor though.
But the bad part is like, let's say you buy this 5 or 6 years down the road, it'll be obsolete because they're going to have a new PlayStation. Well, see, this one's already obsolete because they have a PlayStation 5 and a Xbox One.
Yeah.
Well, Xbox X. And so this is considered obsolete now. Like, yeah, you'll be able to play your games, but not the new games.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
The new games are going to get you to buy the new stuff. And that's why the new games are slowing down on sales because they don't want to spend the money on new stuff.
Well, I will say this much. Xbox had they said for 1 year after the new Xbox came out, they will not make any games that can't be played on the older platform. Well, that year just ran up now. So any new game that comes out, like any Call of Duty or anything, you're going to have the new Xbox.
Yeah, because that's right. Backwards compatibility guarantee. They guaranteed for a year after. They guaranteed when the new one came out, all games for 1 year would still be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Which ain't much time really in gaming.
Nah.
Because most people, they're only gaming on the weekend.
Yeah, that's usually what it is you just game.
You're playing a couple of times a year, yeah.
Unless you're like 16 years old and you have nothing to do, or you're trying to be an MLG gamer.
Yeah. I mean, half these wannabe gamers, they're burning out anyway. They ride the hype train on one game, but they don't make enough off the ad revenue anymore to keep up with the releases.
Oh yeah, well see, Halo had the highest payout on MLG gaming, and it was $5 million to whoever placed first in Halo.
Yeah, but when they stopped subsidizing it, the prize money fell dramatically.
Oh, once that MLG tournament's over, you're not going to make no more money off playing that game because that was like the high stakes. So that's it. That's just like a UFC fighter. You don't go for the strongest opponent first. You work your way up to the strongest opponent so you make enough money.
Yeah, because when you're number one, nobody wants to play with you anymore. Well, that's true. You look at the queues on Halo; they're all in the middle.
That's such a wild computer.
Oh, it's pretty dope. It's not it's just sad how every couple of years they want to bring out a new PlayStation. It's like, dude, go back to the PS3 to PS4 days, where you waiting 10 years and you tested everything before you released the 4.
Yeah, the 4's been really good. I have no reason to change up to the 5 yet.
Well, if GTA 6 comes out,
it'll definitely be 5.
I reckon.
I reckon people will because it's Unreal 5. It's not Unreal 5. It's GTA. It's a GTA version of the Unreal Engine. Let's be honest, but it's it'll be like anything made with the Unreal 5 engine. You have to have the latest, the greatest, or it won't run.
Yeah. Well, see, I made the mistake when Black Ops 3 came out, it was just for the Xbox One. But I had the Xbox 360, and they said, "Oh, we came out with it for the Xbox 360." So my wife bought it for me for Christmas because I asked her for it.
Yeah.
And it glitched, it lagged, you couldn't play the campaign. There was no campaign, it was just online play. And it was so glitchy, it was unplayable.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was highly upset about it. So then she got me Destiny 2 for it.
Still do Skyrim?
I haven't played it in a while. I got stuck on VR, but now VR has Skyrim, so I don't know. I might get back into it.
They are talking about releasing a Skyrim 2, although they're in the process of doing Elder Scrolls 6, I think.
Yes. And Elder Scrolls 6, the graphics are absolutely amazing. Like,
which means
when you talk to when you talk to an NPC, and depending on if you're being nice or you're being hateful, depends on their face. Even their face will start getting red if they get embarrassed, or they'll start drawing sweat. And it's stuff you've never heard of in games. Like the NPCs are showing emotion now.
Yeah, I was going to say, what hardware is 6 running on?
I don't know. I don't think they've even released the name of what hardware it's going to be. They just had a small clip that leaked out, and then it went away.
Yeah, because I know they said they want to get into a cycle of doing Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and just doing maintenance on Elder Scrolls Online, and focus that core product group. You know,
they need to make another. They need to make another Red Dead Redemption. Do you know there's a guy that's 80 years old, and he plays that every day until he falls asleep. That's all he does is play Red Dead Redemption, and he's been doing it for the past year and a half.
Yeah, we heard about him. 6,000 hours, and they just had his account ported to a PlayStation because he was playing it on the Strata.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy, and that's all he does is just play that game.
Yeah, he's taken his Strata refund money and bought himself a PlayStation, but he can't move. He couldn't move his account, but they're allowing him to port his account, but no other account. So basically, he and all the people can port their Red Dead accounts, but they're not doing it for any other games.
Huh.
Well, they said it would take too long. They're only doing it because he and others played so long, because it's the most played game, that they could it's worth their while. Rockstar said, we'll port you over. But no other company's doing it. No, I like I said, there's so many things that Google's touched that have turned to garbage.
Oh, yeah.
They had brilliant games, brilliant technology. They even had instant replay. A game where you could take a freeze frame and replay that, and replay it. It's incredible technology. Which, how do you mess it up? Well, you don't market it. You glitch it. You make it limited in area.
So, I never. Do y'all ever watch the CSI shows or anything like FBI?
I used to watch them, but they got so repetitive very fast, and the science of they got so far away from the science it wasn't funny.
What it made me so mad when I never really thought about it when they would get a picture and they would analyze it and focus in and everything like that, and then they'll get a detail or something or a clue.
Yeah.
They can't do that, and I never even paid attention to it. But they
it's like fingerprints on a cigarette, or like the old cliche detective novel cliche. Oh, these are Turkish cigarettes. There's only one place that sells them.
So if you take a picture and you go to get it clarified, you're just making the pixels smaller. Well, the only way you can make pixels smaller is by basically it's like an AI artificially making the image.
There is a Photoshop.
But
there is a Photoshop that does it.
Because it's not real. Then it's a fake picture.
Yeah,
and so, like when you see them zoom in on a guy's the gloss of his eye and get a code from the computer, that's not physically possible. If they do,
it has to exist.
Yeah, because when you take a picture, the pixels can't be cleared up technically because
they're not compressed. There's no data in that pixel.
Yes,
how Photoshop zoom works is you've got two pixels side by side, right?
Yeah.
And instead of enlarging them, what they do is they elongate, so they fill in the gaps as they pull it apart, right?
Yeah.
So they're basically redrawing the photo. You can't enlarge a pixel and suddenly see all the data that used to be there because it's impossible. It's just a pixel.
It made me so mad when I figured that out. I mean, I should have figured it out if I would have thought about it.
Yeah. It's a zoom and enhance cliche that came from but even if you look at Blade Runner, when you see the zoom and enhance, the data is there.
Yeah.
It is a high resolution picture. Whereas you look at CGI, CSI, and you look at your own photos and you zoom, you'd only double the size of your image, and it pixelates so bad.
Yep.
But how Photoshop and how your Bravia TV works is that it elongates. It can either widen or heighten. It can't do both. It's just it's happening so fast your eye doesn't see the distortion. It sees what you want to see. But if you screenshot it, you go, "What's this distortion?" That's
yeah.
This is distorted. But yeah, Photoshop showed the secrets of how Zoom works. Said that you can't get data out of it because they did that. MythBusters, MythBusters did all the CSI stuff. Where they get forensics wrong, and how often they get it wrong, and how often they rely on cliches like, "Oh, this brand of cigarettes," or they get a fingerprint off a cigarette. That's often impossible.
Did you ever get the picture, Seth, I sent to your phone?
No, never got it.
It's got to be Android and iPhone going at it.
Which is weird because my mother-in-law's got an iPhone and she sends me stuff all the time.
I'm just going to send it to your email.
Just send it to Facebook.
Giant freaking robot who has just said Oscar Isaac is in discussions in the second season of Moon Knight, and he's not positive that it's going ahead. They're rejecting they've rejected every proposal he's made.
Well, it wasn't good, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to salvage it.
I sent you. It's two different setups.
Oh, that's cool.
Which one should I go with?
Sorry. I wonder if he wants to do Moonlight 2 because he doesn't want to revise his role in Star Wars.
Is it okay for your monitor to be laying on its side? I mean, your tower to be laying on its side?
Yeah, it actually helps it because the bottom has vents too, but the back side has nothing. It's just solid. So there's no air vents.
It depends how your flow. Depends how your flow's set up. If you set up a good flow, yeah, setting on its side can actually help distribute the heat. If you've got a heat sink on the bottom.
Temperature actually dropped when I sat it down on it.
I like the second. I like the laying down.
Because if it's laying down and the heat is all going up, whereas if it's on its side, the heat is going up the side of the motherboard. So the less exposure to heat your motherboard gets, the better it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks cool, like laying down. I like 2 screens. It's nice.
Yeah, you get good if you could set up a good airflow and good water or good coolant. Most of these i7 should be running on a coolant system. But I don't like the fact that you need to spend $3,000 on a PC to play some high-end games. I mean, the games are nice. Don't get me wrong; they're nice. I suppose if you're paying $200 for a game, you're not going to care about the PC, right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys about ready to call it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Buy David's book. And have a good evening. Coffee and gaming tomorrow morning. We're going to go a little early, like 6, like we did this morning, just because I got stuff I've got to do. So, yeah, just join us then. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.